Are families really abandoning their old SUVs because of one shocking electric model? Or is the hype around the XPeng X9 pointing to something much bigger that nobody expected? And here's the question that's making automakers nervous right now. How did a company that wasn't even on the global radar a few years ago suddenly build a family SUV so complete, so practical, and so shockingly smart that reviewers genuinely started asking if this is the closest thing we've ever seen to a perfect family vehicle? Because once you start looking closely at the XPeng X9, things get strange in the best possible way. Some experts call it a category breaker. Some parents say it's the first time they've seen a family car that actually understands family life. And a few critics claim it's a risky experiment that might be too futuristic for traditional buyers. So, what is the real story? Is the XPeng X9 truly that good? Or is it just internet buzz? Let's dive in because the truth is far more surprising than you think. What makes the X9 so confusing at first is that it refuses to fit into the usual boxes. It's built on XPeng's SEPA 2.0 platform, a modern EV architecture designed for maximum interior space, energy efficiency, safety, and long-term upgrades. Traditional SUVs don't have this advantage. They grow bigger by stretching old platforms. But XPeng built the X9 from scratch, and that one decision changes everything. The wheelbase becomes longer, the floor becomes flatter, the cabin becomes wider, the body becomes more stable, the efficiency becomes easier to control, and the interior space becomes huge, not just on paper, but in real life. This is where the shock begins, because when you step inside the XPeng X9, it doesn't feel like an SUV at all. It feels like a living room, a lounge, a calm, quiet space created to reduce stress. Reviewers who drove it kept using words like peaceful, warm, soft, and unexpectedly premium. Electric cars are already quiet, yes, but XPeng stepped up the game with special insulation, advanced noise control, and laminated glass to block outside chaos. For families, that silence is priceless. Long trips feel smoother, kids fall asleep faster, parents feel less tired behind the wheel. Your cabin becomes a bubble of calm. But the real shock comes when you experience the seats. Most SUVs claim 7 seats, but we all know the truth. Most third rows are punishment chairs designed for children, not adults. The XPeng X9 breaks that rule completely. Its third row is genuinely adult-friendly. Taller passengers can sit comfortably. The headroom is real. The legroom isn't a joke. The floor height isn't awkward. Your knees don't float awkwardly in the air. Then you move to the second row and the surprises keep coming. The seats are thick and wide. The legroom feels almost endless. And the electric sliding seats let you create space exactly where you want it, in the second row, in the third row, or a balanced mix. It's flexibility that actually matters during real family life. But here's the twist nobody saw coming. XPeng gave the X9 electric sliding doors on a full-size SUV. Almost everyone was shocked. SUVs don't do sliding doors, minivans do. And yet, the moment families tried it, they said the same thing. This makes total sense, because in tight parking spots, sliding doors are unbeatable. Kids no longer swing doors wide open and scratch someone else's car. Loading strollers, groceries, backpacks, and baby seats becomes 10 times easier, and getting children in and out of the car feels smoother and safer. Parents immediately understand the value because sliding doors aren't just a feature, they're a stress reducer. And the more you look, the more these quiet genius ideas begin to appear throughout the XPeng X9. Like the cargo space. Most 7-seat SUVs turn useless when all seats are in use. With the third row up, the trunk suddenly disappears. But XPeng solved this problem with a wide, boxy rear, large opening, and smart underfloor compartments. You can keep all 7 seats up and still carry actual luggage, not just 2 grocery bags. Suitcases? Yes. Strollers? Yes. Shopping? Yes. Everything fits because the X9 wasn't designed for brochure photos. It was designed for real family life. But we're not done yet. Because here's another shocker. Range stability. Large EVs usually struggle with efficiency. Weight kills range. Air resistance kills range. Climate control kills range. But the XPeng 9 uses a combination of optimized aerodynamics, smart thermal management, and a large battery to deliver stable long-distance performance. The 700-plus kilometers CLTC range, which is lower in real world, isn't the point. The point is consistency. Families want predictable range, less stress in winter, less drop on highways, less anxiety during long trips, and the XPeng 9 delivers exactly that. Then we get to XPeng's XNGP Advanced Driver Assistance, a huge talking point. This isn't about self-driving hype, it's about reducing the mental workload of everyday driving. School run traffic, much easier. City streets with constant stop and go, smoother. Highway cruising, relaxing. It's not trying to take control away from the driver, it's trying to remove the frustration from driving. And parents appreciate that more than they realize. And then we reach another layer of shock. Ride comfort. Big EVs often feel stiff or too bouncy, but the XPeng 9 uses intelligent air suspension that adjusts automatically to keep the ride soft, stable, and controlled. Reviewers described it as calm luxury. Not too soft, not too sporty, just right for long-distance family comfort. The car absorbs bumps quietly, it floats gently without wobbling, it holds itself steady over uneven roads, and passengers instantly feel the difference. Inside the cabin, the sense of calm continues. Ambient lighting, soft materials, a huge panoramic screen, clean, friendly design, hidden storage everywhere. Cup holders exactly where you expect them, a layout that doesn't overwhelm your eyes. Nothing feels messy or overdone. Nothing screams for attention. It's the opposite of cluttered. It's warm and welcoming. But here's the twist many people forget. XPeng designed the X9 to be future-proof. Because the software updates don't just add small features, the underlying platform supports long-term functional upgrades. New ADS features? Possible. Better efficiency tuning? Possible. Smarter cabin features? Possible. Better infotainment options? Possible. This is a car that doesn't age quickly. And when you combine all of these things, the space, the quietness, the practicality, the flexibility, the ride comfort, the technology, the sliding doors, the storage, the range stability, and the future-proof platform, you begin to understand why so many people are calling the XPeng X9 shockingly close to perfect. But here's the honest truth. Is it truly perfect? No car is. Some people want a traditional SUV shape like the Kia EV9. Some people want brand prestige like the Tesla Model X. Some prefer the luxury van comfort of a Toyota Alphard. But the XPeng X9 is something unique. It blends categories. It gives families the space of a van, the style of an SUV, the comfort of a lounge, the tech of a modern EV, and the practicality families actually need. It fixes problems parents complain about every day. It solves issues most SUVs ignore. It makes daily life smoother, calmer, cleaner, and more flexible. And that's why people keep calling it the most perfect family SUV we've ever seen. Not because it has the most power, or the biggest battery, or the most flashy features, but because it understands people. It understands families. It understands what life actually looks like. And that's what makes the XPeng X9 shocking. So now I want to hear from you. Which XPeng X9 feature shocked you the most? And do you think this family SUV can really challenge giants like the Kia EV9, Toyota Alphard, or Tesla Model X? If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Autiv Cars, and share it with someone comparing family SUVs right now.